to get this one started. Amy Fairbairn ready to kick it off. And off we go here in Baltimore. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. On the ground, it is the rookie from Wisconsin. And he's hit behind the... Taken down right away. A loss of yards. What a message on the first play.
I can tell you firsthand as an offensive guy, we never loved playing in the rain. I always felt like the defense had the advantage. They know it wasn't going to be much of a passing attack. Hard to handle the ball, a lot of turnovers. So they've got to have a lot of early focus offensively and try to get something on track.
And that ball incomplete over the middle.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
3rd and long. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. And he's got it to Flowers for the connection. A big play there for Baltimore. 31 yards. On the ground, this is James Cook. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. To throw is Jackson. Crushed, it's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack. Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll try it now with Cook. And he's going to have the Ravens 1st down. They managed to convert. That'll keep the drive alive.
This play should always end up converting a 4th down, especially at this distance. But you can't tell me there weren't some nerves on that sideline as they... Fortunately, nothing to worry about. The offense gets it done.
And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. Think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
Now a run on 1st down. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. It's a zone read, and Jackson's going to keep it. And he's going to lose yardage. How about the defense standing up in the red zone? They'll mark it at the 10.
The decision whether to keep the ball or to hand it to the back happens so fast. In this case, the quarterback thinks it was a keep read. The defense was there ready to stop him. Tackle for loss.
In motion comes Walker. On third down, Jackson. Oh, not a good throw there. That's across his body. It's intercepted. And the Texans are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Stroud begins with a pass. That's complete. It's Tank Dell. And he's going to be taken down up around the 24-yard line.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
Stroud avoids the contact as he slides to a stop after picking up the first down.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
Throwing from the pistol, Stroud. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Even though it doesn't result in a sack, like sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
And he's going to have the first down, but we do have a flag on the field, and they are already walking backwards. So after the 5 yards walked off, it is third down and 8. They'll go play action with Stroud. Now a deep ball here for Collins. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game.
Well, we're getting a little test here early, Mike, to see just how easy is this team to rattle. Didn't look like they were able to get through that opening script that they had worked on all week. So I'm going to be curious on this next drive. Do they stick to the plan? Do they pick up where they left off? Or is there a little bit of a reaction, or dare I say panic, to come out and make some adjustments in response to that early interception?
Here's Cook. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. From the gun, Jackson. He'll find his running back, Cook. And he's going to be run out after a gain of about 6, but that'll be good enough for a first down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
He was trying to get that to Tez Walker. It's 2nd down.
If you want to be a top-notch NFL DB, of course, yes, the athleticism is a given. But it's really, you have to be instinctive. The instincts are what allow you to maximize those physical skills, and you saw him on full display right here, leading in the big-time breakup.
And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
So the mistake there, the roughing call on the field goal, they'll take the 3 points off the board, keep possession of the ball, and have it first down. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So a turnover-filled first quarter has come to an end. What will the second quarter have in store? We'll be back in Baltimore after this. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. They'll try to run this one in. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Touchdown, Baltimore. His 6th touchdown now for the season. Now Justin Tucker for the point after. He's got it. And the Ravens will take a 7-0 lead. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. This fielded at the 2. Now, on the return, he has lost the football. Special teams has come up with the recovery. Special teams comes through again. We don't talk about it nearly enough, but sometimes the biggest plays of the game happen like that one. The kickoff return, fumble, recovered, and momentum swings again.
Everybody loves to see a big return, Mike, but the priority of any kick return unit, just give your offense a chance to possess the ball. And in this case, they don't do that.
He is in. Tyquan Thornton. Touchdown, Ravens. Point after now from Tucker. Through the rain, the kick is good. And the Ravens move out on top, 14-0. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. This one taken at the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Throwing is Stroud. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
He's got it! It is a big-time play for Houston. A gain of 57 yards.
They really showed off their connection on that pitch and catch, Mike, and just really good ball placement and really good separation downfield. And when those two things align, it's just really challenging for a defender to stay with them and take that play away.
First carry for Joe Mixon. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain. On second down, Stroud.
one caught by Tank Dell. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
It just doesn't seem to me right now that he's seeing the field very well. When that last possession results in the pick, you'd expect him to come back out here and be a little bit more careful with the ball, find easier completions, find the better matchup. But instead, he puts the ball back in harm's way, and he's lucky that wasn't another interception. Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot, your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit. He does a great job here, able to put that one through.
And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. In motion comes Walker. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Jackson now on second down. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
This has been a tough sequence right out of the jump. You work all week on your opening script, and they're usually the plays that you feel the best about to try to establish some sort of early rhythm, but through 2 plays, run and pass, all they've done is go backwards.
On third down, they go with Cook. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down.
This is a spot you just love to be in as a defensive player. I mean, you've got him backed up so far, you're not really fearing any play call, let alone a run. Sit a couple of guys back, keep the ball from being thrown over your head. Everybody else track the ball, comes up well short.
Looking up through the raindrops. No issue there, though. Fair catch, called for, and taken successfully. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. On first down, they'll start with Mixon. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
This is a guy who's been doing it at a high level, Mike, for a long time. Not too many running backs finding success in the NFL past the age of 30. That's usually when they kind of ride off into the sunset, but as always, there's the exception to every rule.
On first down, it's Stroud. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. They will work the middle with Mixon. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Lane closed quickly. And here comes third down. From the gun, here's Stroud. That's caught. It's Joe Mixon. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. This brought in out past the 20. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. First and 10. On play action, here's Jackson. This is intercepted. That's the linebacker, Azeez Al-Shire. Now Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. No problem with the footing. The kick is good. And the Texans are back within 4. It is 14-10. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. This will be returned from the 6. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Jackson. This one caught downfield by Flowers. And he will go all the way. Zay Flowers. Touchdown, Baltimore. Tucker for the point after. Through the rain, the kick is good. And the Ravens are out to a 21-10 lead. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. This is fielded inside the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll begin on the ground, and here's Mixon. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that 1st down. A good spot here. 2nd and a yard. Stroud going to set up to throw. Open man, the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down. Here's a give running left with Mixon. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. And Marlon Humphrey is there, and he picks it off. And the Ravens are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
I've been around certain quarterbacks, Mike, that loved throwing the ball in the rain, and other quarterbacks who were very uncomfortable. It looks like this one kind of got out of his hand, a little wonky, and that ball gets away from you just enough. It's going to end up falling into the wrong hands and go the other way.
On 1st and 10, Jackson. He'll get this one to his safety valve, complete. And they'll have it across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire 1st half, and it just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. On the handoff, this is Cook. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their 2nd. And it'll come with 15 seconds to play in this 1st half. They'll them up on a 2nd down and 8. Now, Jackson. And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. And the Texans will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Look, Mike, the reality here is that he's just not seeing the field the way that he needs to. Now, give credit. A big part of this is the defense doing an excellent job disguising its coverages all game long. Just before the snap, when he thinks he has the answers, the secondary changes the questions, and they've been rewarded with 3 picks for their effort.
On 1st and 10, here's Stroud. Now a deep ball here for Collins. And he covers some ground on the return as well, out of bounds, past the 40-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Oh, and he's going to go down. He could not get rid of it, and that's going to bring an end to this first half.
Ravens 21, Texans 10.
Coach, thank you, and the rain only intensifying as the teams are back out here for what figures to be a sloppy second half to come. The rain not letting up. It continues to be a factor here as we get back underway in the second half. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming, and the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. This one complete to Jordan. And it'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Stroud to throw here on 1st down. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball. Number one rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
Now Stroud. And that is incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
This one not going to get there. From distance, it is no good. And this stays a 2-score game.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive. Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. And they'll stop it. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yardage, but they didn't gain any here. And now it's going to be third down.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
Going up top. That is brought in. And he will score. Tyquan Thornton. Touchdown, Ravens. That is second touchdown of the game. He's up to 9 now on the year. Tucker's extra point up and good. And the Ravens will extend this third quarter lead. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. This returnable from the 4. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. Here's first and 10. To throw is Stroud.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
On the bootleg, it's Stroud. He's got his man. That's Nico Collins. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
Push this one downfield, looking for Schultz. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. They'll try again here, second and 10. Now, Stroud. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
This pains me to say, Mike, because I love the idea of feeding the tight end, but you can only go his way so many times if it's not going to result in positive outcomes. So wouldn't be surprised to see him try to get his backs, his wide receivers, get some other guys involved, and then later in the game, go back to his big tight end.
That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Nico Collins. Touchdown, Texans. Fairbairn to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Texans are able to cut the deficit. It's now 28-17. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return.
At their own 43-yard line.
On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. In motion comes Walker. 2nd down, Jackson. And he's out of bounds in great shape, down at the 15-yard line. It's a big one for the Ravens. 38 yards.
And this is when it just gets very frustrating as a defense, because this is what it's been like all day. The pass rush is good, but just not quite good enough. They let him slip through, and he burns them with big yardage.
And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Baltimore. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. And this one is blocked. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. To throw, it's Stroud. To the left side, caught by Schultz.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Here's 2nd and 2. Stroud. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Nate Wiggins. He gets free. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. Extra point try now for Tucker. He gets it to go. And the Ravens tack on one more to their lead. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. Here comes a return from the 5. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. They'll run on 1st down with Mixon. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Second and 7. Here's Stroud. And he'll finally eat this one. He'll go down. They got him in the backfield.
So after picking up some positive yardage on 1st down, they end up going backwards on 2nd. That sack now brings up 3rd and long, and most of the time is a very pass-happy situation, makes them very one-dimensional.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Stroud. He's got his tight end. It's Schultz. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. That'll be taken in by Mixon. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with this offense seems to be building on it, because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. He was looking for George Pickens there, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, now it's just getting out of control, Mike. I mean, to see him continue to put the ball in harm's way time and time again, it's a little miscommunication. It's a little bad execution. I'm sure it's a little bit of everything, but at the end of the day, the ball is in your hands. You've got to make better decisions.
Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Nate Wiggins.
You know, Mike, the one thing that we used to say is it didn't matter how good you were or how long you played. Eventually, you were just going to have one of those days, and I think for this quarterback, he's got to be able to move on from this pretty quickly because this is about as bad a day in the office as you can imagine.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. From the gun, Jackson. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Here's a run going left. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Here's a 2nd and 12. Throwing Jackson. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. They'll go play action with Stroud. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete. Tank Dell was the one he was looking for, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Just didn't quite get enough into that ball. You see sometimes the pressure, the rush, force a quarterback to throw the ball off his back foot, and I think there was a little bit of that here at play. You have to be willing to step up, even in the face of pressure, and get enough behind that ball to put that one a little bit more on the money.
That's into the hands of Dell on the right side. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the...
That one, take it in. Takes down. Touchdown, Houston. Touchdown here in the fourth quarter, Greg. They have a big mountain to climb, but at least they're technically still alive in this one.
And now, Mike, we're going to see them line up to go for two. They're going to see if they can get this lead down to 16 points and still give them a chance to fight back here late in the fourth quarter.
Schultz is the motion man. From the gun, here's Stroud. That's going to be incomplete. That would have been a tough grab. The collision darted loose. The try for two is unsuccessful. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. This one taken at the 7. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Cook. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Once again, it's Cook. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
Jackson now to throw on 1st down. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. On the ground, this is Jaleel McLaughlin. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. I think he's going to lose a yard.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
On 3rd down, Jackson. That is caught. He finds Walker. They pick up 17 through the air. Good for a Raven 1st down. Run out of the gun with Cook. Not much there. Maybe a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
On On second down, they're going to run the option here to the right. And the Ravens are going to have a first and goal. Very nearly a touchdown. He's going to be marked out of bounds just shy of the pylon.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
Go with their fullback trying to get it. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front, and he's in. Touchdown, Ravens. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. The return starts from the 5. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. Stroud going to set up to throw. He'll let this go for Pickens. He's got it! And he will go all the way. George Pickens. Touchdown, Texans. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least a little payoff with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
Trying to push the pile forward. He didn't even get to the 1-yard line. They stopped him short. No gain. So the late score gets them a bit closer to respectability. They'll try to get even closer with an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
This is tough. You're trying to give your guys a chance and time it just right, but you have to hit it hard enough. This time, it doesn't go 10 yards. Not going to work out.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. A run now with McLaughlin. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. He's dropped for the loss of a yard.
You have to wonder if next time, does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play? It was clear before the ball was snapped. This was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
Off the play fake. Jackson. This one is taken in downfield. Big completion. A big one there on 3rd down. Good for 26 yards.
3rd down is when we see so many tight ends around the league really make their money. They operate in the middle of the field. They're a big, easy target for the quarterback. And even if they are covered, Mike, they're not really ever covered.
They'll motion over Flowers. They will not get this one off. It'll be a delay of game. They run out of the gun. It's Cook. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
Down to a knee here goes Jackson. And that should do it.